Yeah, I like that advice because I have an experience from that. Because back when I got my first pen testing job back in 2020, when I was going through the OSCP, I found three other people on a message board back then on these forums. It was a certification website or certification forums, and we started a virtual study group. And it was a good experience because we were all out of us at the time. I was the only one working as a pen tester. Now, all four of us have worked in pen testing. One is a really good bug hunter out of India. And just as you mentioned, finding people at your level, and I think something else too, advice is to someone that's coming up that maybe not have as much experience, to you be open to learning, because I used to teach at
Hmm.
Dallas College and I would pick up a lot of good tips from my students. And this is for anyone that's been experienced in there. Don't downplay or ignore someone because they're new, because one of the things new people are doing when they're coming up is you may have started this out 5 or 10 years ago. There's a lot of new things that you may have missed that you can learn from them.
Yeah, and that's why I always advocate for embracing learn it all versus know it all mentality. We all have, like, over the course of our careers, we've all learned a lot, right? We have to acknowledge the fact that each one of us only knows like this much, right? There's the field of cybersecurity is so vast, and you can take the path of going super deep in one domain and still, there's the whole ocean that you're still kind of a novice at. So having these relationships and even learning, I'm very open to learning from my mentees that I actually help, because they bring different perspective. They tend to have different energy into how they approach problems. So I think that that's really important also, to create these relationships with people who are considered less experienced because they're not necessarily less skilled.